Hi Libra, welcome to your mid-April 2022 general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Libra. This will not resonate with every Libra that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message is going to be for you. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. And if this reading is not for you at all, Libra, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi, cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Libra. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Libra and cross watchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Libra, let's get this reading started. I will be using my sound bowl to clear and set the energy as always. So if you are listening to this using headphones or the volume's loud right now, I do suggest turning it down a little bit just for this part because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's get this started. All right, so let's see what's happening from now till the end of April for my Libras in love and romance. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Anyone dealing with the Libra, what is going on? And for this reading, I do want to clarify, Libra, that I am connecting to an energy that is in or around your energetic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this moment, whether you are together or apart, whether you are single or taken. Let's see who's coming through for you in your April reading and why. Denial. Detach with love to clearly see the truth. Okay, yeah, so a couple different messages I'm getting with this. Although I do use the card to help me, I am an intuitive reader, and honestly what I got when I picked up this card was that they're in denial. So whoever that is for and why that is, we'll kind of dive deeper into it. But I feel that whether, for some of you, it's like they're in denial about their feelings for you. They didn't expect to catch feelings. They thought this was just going to be a thing. You two were going to date. They had their whole strategy in mind, and then oops. Oops, you did it again. You got caught up. You played the game wrong, and here you are. Others of you, I got to be honest here, and we'll pull more cards and see which group is kind of coming through more strongly, but someone's in denial about who someone really is. Whether, you know, they've been trying to hold on to this illusion or fantasy about someone that is just like, at this point, it's not really deniable anymore. Their words and their actions are not meeting up. And I think someone's really starting to see someone's true colors here, and it's going to take them out of a place of denial. The letter L is sticking out for me very strongly. First, middle, last initial, as in Lucas, as in Lacey. I don't know. It could resonate with someone, doesn't have to. Let's pull some more cards to get deeper into this. So with this card, I'm going to ask whoever's energy is coming through, what do they think about you? What do they want to say to you that they haven't said? You deserve so much more. Whoa. Okay, Libra. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you've been wondering if it's something you did wrong, why this person just isn't giving you the love or the respect or whatever you've been hoping for, why they haven't moved forward in this connection between the two of you. It's coming from a place of insecurity. It's coming from a place where, you know, they just don't feel like they're good enough for you. And it's probably for those of you I kind of picked up on and touched upon at the beginning of this reading, like they really thought by meeting you, by getting your number, by messaging you on a dating app or Instagram or whatever, that they were just going to have their fun, you know? And with that intention, they kind of feel bad for how everything is unfolding, because I think they were not expecting to have feelings for you, Libra, or to care for you in any way. But here it is. And so then I think now they're in this like they feel guilty in some way. And I was picking up on a lot of guilt with Aries reading. So if some of you are dealing with an Aries, or if you have Aries in your chart, I suggest checking out the Aries reading to see if there's messages for you there. And others of you too, like they're realizing they've been in denial all this time. And now April, for whatever reason, it's hitting them so hardly. They're now kind of feeling like, damn, I did the wrong thing. I messed this up. I, have been leading Libra on. I haven't been honest with Libra. And now maybe they're keeping away from you, not reaching out to you because they honestly think you deserve better. I don't know. Let's get into the tarot. Let's see what is unfolding here. Five of Pentacles, Dead Center. Cancer just had this card, so some of you could be dealing with a Cancer. You could have Cancer in your chart. This is Taurus energy, though. Let me pull out all the cards, and then we'll go into this. Interesting. Yeah, they struggle keeping away from you, though. They really do. They want to reach out. They want to ask how you've been. They want to come over. They want to see your face. But yeah, man, this story is really unfolding. It makes sense. I'll show you guys. Hold on. Yeah. So Libra, bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. Cancer energy, guys. I shuffle these cards. Aries had this at the bottom of their deck. So yeah, this is why they're starting to feel guilty. It's a bit different than Aries interpretation I got. You genuinely are a really kind person. You're a beautiful person inside and out. You are someone who's emotionally supportive, who is kind and caring. They would describe you as being sweet, really sweet. And I feel with this Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, Libra, it's also going in regards to them always wanting to not be open to that type of love, almost kind of want to be a player, a playette, not getting detached by feelings, but something's reeled them in. If you need to pause this video, go ahead, but you see how this person is like completely entrapped in this woman's embrace, definitely in the chest area. Someone may have a nice chest, nice biddies, maybe a tattoo around the front chest area. But yeah, I feel Cancer that now they feel, ooh, Libra. Maybe a Cancer's cross watching. Now they feel kind of stuck, right? Now they feel like, I am kind of in deep in this and I didn't want to admit it. I thought it was going to take a lot from me as far as my independence, as far as my freedom. And I thought it was going to suffocate me. But now they're kind of understanding, Libra, that your love is something they really crave now. They really crave it. And, if they did walk away, if they did leave, it was out of almost respect for you. And others of you, they walked away because they were in denial and they didn't want to come to the truth of the situation. So they thought just pushing you away was easier. Very similar to Aries reading, but let's go ahead and get into this. Center of this, we have the Five of Pentacles. So this is Taurus energy. I feel with this is that, this is kind of what you're going through right now, Libra, or have been going through. Maybe you're starting to come out of it, but yeah, they just left out of nowhere. And maybe, for others of you, roles are reversed, right? Libra, when you started to see you were giving too much into the situation, you were doing way too much that they weren't reciprocating, that's when you pulled out. That's when you started stop giving attention, stop giving love, stop giving care and compassion because they weren't doing anything for you that made you feel like they deserved it too. So yeah, regardless, someone here in this situation is feeling left out in the cold, is really feeling like a little bit of loss of hope and faith in this whole situation because of how everything's turned out. Someone feels like they got played. Someone feels like, their strategy just ended up biting them in the ass more than anything else. And I wonder if you really know, Libra, how much they actually care. They don't show it. They haven't showed it, but deep down, again, it's part of their mask they like to wear. It's part of the denial that they're kind of in. They're really feeling the repercussion of their actions with this Five of Pentacles. They feel a lack in their life now. And, they try to fill this hole with other people, with having, maybe sexual relations with other people, but it doesn't compare to what they had and the feeling they had when they were with you. That's exactly how it's coming forward here for me. I know that sounds a little cheesy, but it is what it is. Maybe they feel like if they were to be emotionally vulnerable, romantic in any sense, that they'd be, being weak. But, the weak thing was that you didn't act on your truth. That's the situation. And now they kind of made the bed and now they have to sleep in it. And I feel, even though they're going through this lack right now, feeling like they can't reach out to you now, even though they know your number, they know where you're at, they're just keeping their distance because they feel bad for how everything happened, how everything unfolded. They feel like they're not enough too with this Five of Pentacles for you, Libra. And they're not good enough for you. I wonder if they told you that. And others of you, if they haven't, they just won't admit it. Again, denial runs strong in them right now and has been for this whole situation, this whole connection here. What's crossing this is the Strength card. Leo energy. This is the challenge position of this spread. The challenge is building up the courage to tell you the truth, to overcome their own ego of being comfortable and safe, of, I don't have feelings, I don't care, this is nothing to me, and really facing the truth of it. I do feel like their own spiritual team, their own spirit guides, whether they believe in that or not, is trying to guide them to do this. But there's resistance. There's resistance big time, and they're holding back a lot. They're holding back from reaching out to you for sure. I feel like you've definitely tried to call them. You were the last trying to get in contact with them and they haven't responded. It's not that they don't want to, it's that they're fighting it. Because again, the feelings have been caught. They don't want to further engage and develop more. There's some deep-seated, insecurities here about this person, but they put off to be the most confident person in the world, the most self-assured person. I could get anyone if I tried. Really, they're just scared. And they act, the second they think someone's going to hurt them or someone's going to reject them, that's when they cut things out. Fight or flight, they flee. What's crowning this is the Two of Pentacles. Capricorn energy. Yeah, both of you are kind of in this energy, and I feel for different reasons. Libra, you just couldn't figure it out, right? It was just so random the way everything happened, everything kind of left off. You don't know what happened, and you just sit there trying to think, well, did I do this? When this happened, was that the reason why? And you just go back and forth, and some of you are really trying to let this go, but there's just this urge of not having closure or not making sense of everything that's happened that is making you kind of falter in this. For them, Libra, especially if they were the ones to not text you back or not call you back, they just also know that if they were to try to engage this, that there's a high probability you would either tell them off or you would reject them or you would, just leave them on red, which is something that they can't handle right now. But with this Two of Pentacles, yeah, I think they're in this mode right now of should I reach out or should I stay away? I do feel there's like a window right next to someone's bed that someone likes to keep the window open for a breeze to go through, at night especially. I don't know why that's coming through, but it's just confirmation for someone out there. And someone also likes to burn candles or have candles on their nightstand to, have the room smelling really nice. White candles specifically. But anyway, yeah, it's just this what to do now. They don't know what to do now. Their denial is really trying to keep them in this place of unhappiness. But there's another sense of them that feels like they want to tell you the truth that they haven't been able to tell you, or to do something about this, to move forward in fixing this. But again, I kind of want you to pay attention to how like this man is dressed versus how this woman's dressed. Like they just feel, they were unprepared for, what really eventually developed between them, or between the two of you within them. But I also get this level of they deserve better. Maybe they're afraid that like you truly are kind of out of their league in some way. And someone has to wear a collared shirt for work, particularly. The last time you saw them or last time they saw you, someone was wearing a collared shirt. But yeah, now it's like what to do. And you're left with what the heck happened? Trying to figure it out because it didn't make sense. Well, know this, Libra. Rooting this is the Seven of Swords. Aquarius energy. If they can't be honest with themselves, how are they going to be honest with you? They have this inability to be open and upfront. And again, it comes from a place of protection, not to get too close to anyone, not to reveal too much to anyone. So yeah, Libra, if they did leave, they left on the specific reason for it to be is that they wanted to avoid conflict, wanted to avoid their own feelings, their own truth. But what happens when you run away from the truth, run away from your feelings? It just still exists. You're just trying to mask it. You're just trying to band-aid it up. You're just trying to, cover it, but it's still there. And I feel it like in my heart chakra, and I feel it in my sacral chakra. This like undeniable truth that they just are uncomfortable sitting in. So I do feel like lately, Libra, they've been trying to find ways to distract themselves from this, distract themselves from you. And it's not really working. I kind of do want to clarify, though, the Seven of Swords to get a little bit more specific. Tell me about the Seven of Swords, Spirit. In Libra's reading. Knight of Cups. Need I say more? Pisces energy. Yeah, that they actually do care. That's what they didn't want to sit in. That's not what they're comfortable with. They are not comfortable with attaching themselves in any way, specifically emotionally. But yet, here they are. They do have feelings, but they don't want to admit it. I don't know where that came from, Libra. It's something that they just try to avoid at all costs. Being emotionally available, being emotionally open, expressing themselves in any emotional way. I'm seeing a mustache that someone could have, or possibly like a rose tattoo. And someone could have a white car. But on the deck, 10 of Wands. Yeah, Libra, honestly, like, it really does feel like they just wanted to avoid the whole confrontation of themselves, their own acceptance of how they feel about you. It was too much for them. They didn't want to handle it. They didn't want to work through it. They didn't want to do the work that they needed to do in order to further this with you. But it's weighing heavy on them. It's weighing heavy on them. They thought that was the easiest way, and it turned out to be the hardest way. Because now they're still living with it. Now they're still feeling it. Now they still think of you. And also, I hope it's not weighing heavily on you too, Libra. But I can get why it is. When someone just has no explanation, nothing makes sense, it's just you sit there thinking or overthinking what could have gone wrong. But I feel it's heavier, if it helps anything, it's heavier on them than it is on you. As surprising as that may be, it is the truth. They also have like a lot of baggage in general that they carry with them. A lot of emotional baggage, traumas that they carry with them that, this is just adding one more luggage to the pile, right? They have a lot that they refuse to work on, a lot to refuse to address, and now it's just adding all up within themselves. I feel with this 10 of Wands energy too, that the stress is getting hard. And I feel they have a tendency to do this, just create their life or situations a lot more difficult than it has to be. And they have this tendency of self-sabotage. And it's really becoming more apparent now because of this situation with you, Libra. In the recent past, we have the Wheel, another 10 card. Your birthday could be October 10th, or you could be seeing 1010 quite a bit frequently. So different messages I'm coming through with this. I mean, with this person and with this situation, you never knew what you were going to get. There would be really, really good times, and then all of a sudden, really bad times. They would take you through like a roller coaster of emotions, where they can make you feel so elated, so happy, to down in the dumps and just feeling like, something was your fault, or, just not giving you anything to give you some sort of certainty in, or some sort of reason for. And so, yeah, Libra, I think a lot of you are kind of realizing this person tends to do this. Puts you in these up and down situations. You're never going to know what to expect from them. When you think you figure out this person, they switch it up on you. And I think that's a strategy too of keeping themselves protected. Others of you, there was a reason why you met this person with the Wheel of Fortune. There is some sort of fate here. There is some sort of contract that happened or was in plan before you guys were born. Your souls agreed to some sort of experience here this time in life. But Libra, I feel, whether you know this or not, I get this sense to say that you are meaning the role you play in this situation, in this contract, is to make them evolve out of something, is to make them awaken out of something. That was your role in this, to expand them out of the uncomfortableness and their denial that they've been living with for so long. You were kind of that tool for spirit to help them kind of realize something about themselves that is more harm to others and themselves included, right? But there was fate here. There was a reason. And some of you think like this whole situation was meaningless. It wasn't. I know I can get why you feel that way. But truly, I think spirit wanted both of you to expand in different ways, but you have more of an impact on them than they have on you. Although it may feel difficult to understand that, I really do feel that's the case here. I kind of want to clarify this Wheel of Fortune as well. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune here. 9 of Pentacles. Virgo energy. Yeah, you know what, Libra, honestly, I think they even I don't know if you guys met online at first and you guys kind of had pictures. They couldn't really see what you really looked like. Maybe there's filters, but then they met you and you were even better looking in person, and it kind of shook them to the core. I honestly feel that way. But for others of you too, I feel if this was their role to play, Libra, and the situation was to make you feel or recognize your worth with the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like, I don't know, for some of you, Spirit does want to point out or say that maybe you've relied on this person to give you more than what you could give yourself, which is confidence, which is security. But yeah, I feel, Libra, too, others of you, this person had a thing about, being single, being, playing the field, never committing, not being about that life or whatever. And you've kind of switched that up, realizing that you can be in a connection and still be yourself, still be independent and strong in who you are, and have your boundaries and have your freedoms. I don't think you're the type, Libra, to be clingy. But they were afraid of that, I kind of feel as well. Ten of Cups. Wow. Pisces energy. Yeah, I kind of feel with this, Libra, that you're showing them again, like they don't have to be alone. That, you know, I'm hearing that song by Alice DJ, Better Off Alone. Like they're really not better off alone when they push everyone away just for their own comfort, for their own security. They could have had the Ten of Cups with you. And I think they're just kind of now starting to realize that, or thinking like maybe they're not the ones to have it with you because still they are struggling with this denial or with this worth that's kind of low within themselves. They want you to be happier with someone else, or thinking that that's where you're going to be happier. What you need to know about this person, about this connection, is the Eight of Cups. So Pisces energy. If you have Pisces in your chart or dealing with a Pisces, I highly suggest checking out that reading as well. Strong Pisces energy here. But yeah, I mean, I want to say they walked away for the wrong reasons if they were the ones to walk away. You know, again, it was because of denial. It was because they didn't know their own truth. They weren't comfortable with their own truth. But they made you feel like you had a lack, which isn't the case, Libra. And others of you with this Eight of Cups, like, for now, you know, I don't know if you're waiting for them to call you or waiting for them to message back, but for now, just detach and walk away from it. You know they're for you if they do something about it. If they see that you're not going to reach out, if they see you're not going to engage, if they see you're emotionally attaching, if they want this bad enough, they'll get over themselves to do something about it. And I feel that's what Spirit wants you to know about this. And really, truly, like, I feel you put too much blame on yourself for what went down when you really shouldn't. But I can see why. They played that very well. But you shouldn't carry their stones with you, Libra. All right, Libra, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what's likely to happen, unfold, what do you need to know about this person? What are they likely to do by the end of the month? We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome of this, what's likely to happen by the end of April. I'm going to pull some oracle cards as well to give you further insight about this situation, to hopefully give you more clarity about this connection. If you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where we depart, Libra, I really hope that this has resonated with you in some way and has given you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to your love life. If it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Libra, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Libra.